Hey, what's up, Herd? It's Friday, March 7th, and we just had the Crypto Summit. I wanted to make sure we shot this video after the Crypto Summit at least started, after Trump got to talk about it, and unfortunately, we had a basic nothing burger, guys. So a lot of anticipation for this summit. I do think some great things will come out of it, but let's just get on into the charts because we haven't seen any major changes. Besides, last night we did get some news about the Bitcoin strategic reserve and the cryptocurrency stockpile. The Bitcoin reserve will not be buying Bitcoin with tax dollars. However, if there is a neutral way to purchase them through some fun accounting, I assume that there will be some pickup of Bitcoin, but possibly not of the other cryptos. We'll yet to see more details there. I'd like to see what Trump does over the next 6 to 12 months for sure. So anyway, Bitcoin down a little bit today, 3.99%, obviously a little bit more than a little, but that's not uncommon, especially over the last week. We did have a crazy wick to the upside and then come down all the way to about a 12% drop, which is insane. Just high and then back down low. This was on the news of the crypto reserve stuff and mentioning Solana, XRP, and ADA being a part of that. And that will affect the outcomes of the price analysis of those coming up as well. But just right now, we're making higher lows, which is nice to see. Not making higher highs, though. So we are making sort of a triangle pattern here. As long as we stay above 73,000 or bounce off of it, at the very least, I do think we're going to be heading into a longer bull cycle here. But if we get below 73,000, I think there's a good chance that we've already seen the peak, which would be really unfortunate for all of us in the alt space, especially as the alts have not performed nearly as well as Bitcoin has. At least in typical cycles. So getting into Ethereum, Ethereum has actually performed the worst out of all of the assets here. We've hit, the 2024 high was about where we got to back in March. And then another, a lower high about almost $4,000 back in May. And then we traveled all the way down to where we're currently at about 2,100. Went all the way back up after the election. Before the inauguration, got back to about $4,100 and have come all the way back down. And we've actually gotten down to about $2,072 at the very, very low here. Do I think we can go up from here? Absolutely. But if Bitcoin does go down to 73,000, I do think we're at least down to about 1,700, possibly 1,800. And then as far down, we could absolutely wick as far down as 1,500. And then the absolute low for me on this cycle, guys, is about 1,200, maybe a little bit under that. But I don't think we'll see 900 again like we did back in the absolute depths of the bear market of 2022. Getting into XRP, guys, we're still not necessarily bull flagging here, but we are staying above the $2 mark for the most part. We did wick down and get a little bit below that the other day, but then after the president announced that XRP would be part of the cryptocurrency reserve, or at least part of the strategic stockpile, XRP wicked back up to $3 and then came crashing back down. We had a little uptrend over the last 3 days and then are coming down again today, which is unfortunate to see. Now it's just tracking with the rest of the market here, but XRP did come down a little bit further at about 9% down today. BNB seems to be the most resilient here, generally just making higher lows again. We had a low wick down to 523 back in February, a higher wick down to about 548 just a couple of days ago, and then came back up. As long as we're staying above, really about $500, guys, I'm not too concerned with BNB. And then getting into the next one here, Sol. Sol has been struggling, absolutely skyrocketed the other day with the crypto stockpile that was mentioned by name in there, and ran all the way up to 180 from a low of 124. And then has come back all the way down to 138 for the day today. down 3.6%. SWE also down another 5.7% on the day. Did run up yesterday with news that World LibertyFi, that's Trump's DeFi protocol, is making a partnership with SWE, so that's very promising long term. We are seeing some more whale money flow coming back into SWE, so we could see a turnaround here. But in general, guys, we're on just a bearish trend to the downside. Haven't really seemed to fully bottom yet. I do hope that the bottom for SWE is around $2.35. The bottom for SOL being possibly as low as 122. The low I've already mentioned for BNB being about $500. XRP, hopefully it stays above 3, though if it doesn't, this one could come down easily to about 140. Now, if Bitcoin does really fall, all of these could be shattered, but I do think at least in the short term that Ethereum could possibly come down to the $1,900 range, which we have some strong support around. And then Bitcoin obviously needs to stay above 73,000 to keep bullish, in my opinion. Bitcoin dominance continues to stay elevated above 61%. This has continued to be the case for the majority of the last 3-4 weeks here. And then USDT dominance has also stayed above the trend line that we set back in the last couple months here, and a really nice channel that we got unfortunately rocketed out of with some downtrends. And really overall, guys, we're seeing some weakness in the stock market. The S&P has come down significantly, about 6% from all-time highs, I believe. Yeah, we got down as low as 7.5% today, actually, but with a strong bounce, so that's nice to see as well. If stocks recover, guys, I do think we will see the crypto markets recover as well, but look out for any capitulation in further in stocks. And I do think with whale money flow low in the S&P, guys, we do have a really good chance of bouncing to the upside here shortly. So with that, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content just like this. We'll see you next week, guys. Have a great weekend. God bless.